So, getting started with season 4, I guess my predictions are to win a championship, honestly. I think my team's good enough to beat the Thunder if they were able to keep all their pieces. I still think we can beat the Thunder at this point. I might make a mid-season trade, but first off, I'm going to see if I can extend a contract with Gilchrist, which I can't because he doesn't even want to resign with me next year. That's not good. That's actually really bad, but this guy, on the other hand, is willing to resign with me for a while. He's only going to be worth $4 million a year, and I know he's going to get good quick, so I have no problem signing him. He's not going to be expensive, and he's a really good backup in terms of just being a young, upcoming star, so I could just trade him in the future. Or he could become good enough that I would be willing to start him. Alright, Kyrie Irving for Barney Forte, even though I already got Brandon Jennings. And Daniel Gibson for Elliott Williams, who, I don't know. It might actually be a deal worth doing if Kyrie Irving wasn't only signed to a one-year deal, and he's very unhappy. He's a closer, which is important to me, because Jennings is not, and he still did a fantastic job during the what's it called? If I do lose, I mean, I only have Forte for 1 more year, but I still got 2 years of team contract, I believe. Yeah, I do, so it's really not worth it. Even though Kyrie Irving is better at a younger age right now, I still think Forte is worth more. So I'm not going to do it. Most people are probably wondering why I'm not doing this deal. It's only because I definitely am going to have Forte for a long time. I don't want to happen what's about to happen with Gilchrist, where he's just going to walk away because he's just decided to go test free agency. I definitely don't want that to happen with any of my other players. So I'm going to value people who are locked into a contract more than people who are better but not locked into contracts, like Kyrie, for example. I gotta check actually what they did. Alright, that's what I wanted to happen. I don't know why he's not a starter. I thought I made him a starter. That should make him feel better, I suppose. Star, obviously. 6-man. Everyone else's prospects are a role player. He's hurt, obviously, so that's gonna... I'm gonna see if I can get somebody off the free agency to compensate for the fact that he just got hurt. He's pretty good, so I wouldn't mind re-signing. I wouldn't mind signing him. Perfect. So I'm just gonna let that take effect and check what they did real quick. I definitely don't want Dudley in over my ear, so I'm gonna just switch the minutes up here. So that should be alright. Good with that. Alright. We're 15-6 as of right this second, so definitely no problems here. We're having a really good season. We're leading the league with wins, and we've got the best division in the conference as of right now. He's unable to play. That's great. I'm just gonna let them sub in Dudley because that's probably what they're gonna do. Okay, he's back, so they're just gonna sub him in. He's back, so they're just gonna put him back as a role player, which I don't mind. And now he's hurt again. But he's going to be able to play through it, but there's no point in making him play through it if we're playing good basketball right now. Val Swain is got a broken finger, but he'll be able to play through it. If I know Val Swain is correctly, he's barely got any minutes anyway, so it wouldn't hurt for him to play regardless. I mean, broken finger's not that bad as a center, in my opinion, just because you only need one hand to dunk. And I don't think it's gonna hurt my team all that much if he's not 100% and still playing. So I'm just gonna let that go. I'm gonna let this go, especially. It says shin splints. That's no big deal. And he's back, but I didn't really switch the lineup when he left, so no big deal. We lost to the Heat by 5. That's interesting. He's fine. Twisted ankle's no big deal. And he's back, so yeah, didn't even matter. Wow, the Clippers game went far. Just leave him alone with his twisted ankle. Okay, let's check this one out here. They want my up-and-coming center and my free agent signing for a first-round pick in Gerald Green. That's definitely not worth it. DeMarcus Cousins is healed from his injury. Let's see. Chris Bosh and a second-round pick for Washburn, which is the guy I drafted. He's going to be really good in the future. And Mouse Valanciunas, no. Sionis, no. Just for making me pronounce that name, I'm not going to accept that deal. Not even going to consider it. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and a first-round pick for Wilson Chandler and a first-round pick. Now, I'm actually debating on doing this because I know I'm going to lose Wilson Chandler. I'm going to lose Michael Kidd-Gilchrist at the end of the year. And Chandler's not too bad. It's debatable, it really is, because Trailblazers had a good year. So the Nuggets it's gonna be worth it. And he's a really good player. So I'm really debating if I should do this. Plus, he'd be signed for 5 years, so that's actually not good for me, because 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. He's getting paid a lot of money. In fact, let me check his contract real quick. He's getting paid about 7, 8, 9 million. So he's getting paid, an average of like 9 million a year. And then he's got a team option at the end of all that. Oh my god. That's crazy. So he's got 4 years, and then he's got... Wow. That's a long contract. That's a 6-year contract. Well, it's kind of hard to decide whether to do this or not, just because on paper, Chandler's better. Chandler is better, but Gilchrist is younger, and it would kind of suck if Gilchrist got re-signed by the Nuggets. Although I don't think he will get re-signed by the Nuggets. And I'm only getting a slightly worse player. So, and I'd be getting a first-round pick that's actually going to be worth it. Because the Trailblazers, I remember, made the playoffs last year. And they already show right there that that's not even going to be worth it, so... Only reason I'm hesitating is because I do want Gilchrist. I'm going to try and re-sign him next year. I'm pretty sure I don't have bird years with him, so... It's going to be hard. Oh, I do have bird years. That changes everything. No deal. No deal. I didn't want to schedule practice. That's huge, because bird years, I could go over the cap limit and go get him again. So that's just really good. Albert Washburn is my future, so I can't get rid of him. I mean, I could just switch and go to my center that I drafted in that very same draft, but he's older, and I really don't want to lean on him because he's 22, and I want to have all the time in the world to work on Washburn. Because at the end of this season, I'm going to just no. At the end of this season, I'm going to boost his potential again, and that should put him up to the 99 potential. And I'll be able to do what I need to do. Okay, yeah, here we go. No, it's Sweetanus. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry. I wasn't getting choked up. I was just like burping. So don't think I'm just sorry. I don't care. So Ben Gordon is the only one who's mad. So I'll get rid of him. I didn't really want him in the first place. He just came with the draft pick. So screw it. 2 second-round picks. Probably the best I'm gonna get out of this deal. No way in hell. Randy Foye. No. Jimmer Fredette. I could have gotten him off free agents if I really wanted to. Fab Mello sucks. That wouldn't be a bad deal, I guess, but no point. Quincy Pondexter. Don't need him. I may as well just go for these second round picks. Seems like the only logical thing to do for me. And then I'm just going to trade all these second round picks I've just accumulated over the past couple of years. Because I don't like going into the second round ever. Basically, all hope of a good player is just out the window. That man's not even good. I could get a first round pick from the Bulls, but I know that they've been decent over the years. Clippers, oh wow, they're willing to give me a first round pick this year and next year. That's wow. I might do that. I mean, even if their pick isn't great, I'm still willing to do that because it's 2 first round picks and they're worth a lot. Or the Warriors. I don't think I saw the Warriors in the playoffs. As I think I saw the Hawks. I'm pretty sure I did. So I think I'm gonna go with the Warriors. I'm just gonna go to the trade screen real quick. Yeah, definitely worth it. So that's why I like to do Trade Finder because it's totally worth it. Give up this pick, please. Let's see. Wait, what did I just do? I hope I didn't trade a pick that I actually needed. Let's see. Here we go. I traded first round pick from me, apparently. Alright. Doesn't even tell me what pick exactly it was. Whatever. Too late now. So I got the Warriors first round pick this year and next year. I'll just give up the Trailblazers pick because it's going to be worthless. And the Raptors first round pick right now. See if I can get anything decent. In fact, I'm going to do this. Let's get rid of the Trailblazers and the Hawks second round pick right now. And then I'm going to do the Raptors and the other Raptors second round pick at the same time. So that I could do things like this, like get Nuggets first pick or the Suns. The Suns might be a good team. I don't know. Let me see. Huh. Yeah, they might be a good team. Yeah. I'm not even going to bother with that. That would be stupid to take their first round pick. The Wizards, possibly. I don't even know if they have John Wall anymore. Wow, they do. And they have Bradley Beal as well. This is a good team, actually. Let me just fix this up. I'm probably going to fast forward through some of this so that I don't have to dread you with all the boring details. I don't want the Thunder's pick. Nuggets probably a good idea. So I traded those 2 picks, the Hawks second round and the first round pick from the Trailblazers for the Nuggets first round pick next year. And I'm going to trade my 2 picks for next year, first and second round. I'm going to try and get a first round pick, hopefully. It looks like the Kings are the winners, and they're going to get my draft picks. Yep, Kings it is. Good or bad, they're still giving me a first round pick that's going to be better than mine. Because I'm assuming I'm going to win championships. So, let me see if I can re-sign anybody. That's free agency, and the rest of these guys are just willing to leave. So, that sucks. Alright. So, I'm glad I re-signed Ed Davis when I did. Because he's cheap, and he's a decent player. So, I really don't see why not. I'm going to see what I can get for Gilchrist. If I can get somebody better than him, I will. So, it seems like the best option. If I can get a small forward that's better than Michael Gilchrist, Kid Gilchrist, I will. It's only if and only if I can. I can get Kobe Bryant, but that's just kind of stupid, honestly. There's no point in getting Kobe. As good as he is, he's probably not good anymore. Yeah, he's not. He's on a steady decline, that's for sure. I believe I took the first round pick that they were going to offer me with Kid Gilchrist the last time, which is why the offer is not on the table anymore. Kawhi Leonard is pretty decent, and he signed for 4 years. Yeah. I could get Gallo, who I traded a long time ago. Or I could get Harrison Barnes, who is a very good player. Ah, man, that's a tough decision right there. Because I know Harrison Barnes gets good. Like, I know for a fact that he becomes a really good player in the future. He's just a year older than Kid Gilchrist, but he doesn't have the same potential as Kid Gilchrist, that's for sure. And if I remember, Harrison Barnes is 6'8", so he's a little bit taller. He's got a lot better outside scoring than Kid Gilchrist. So, he's got a really good perimeter D. He's not exactly the rebounder that Gilchrist is. But I'd be locked into a contract with Barnes for the next 6 years. And that's when he's at age... He'd be 28, and that'll be him pretty much exiting his prime. As opposed to Kid Gilchrist, who I gotta hope I could get a contract for. So, I really don't see a reason not to do this deal, so I'm gonna do it. I know I just gave up a first round pick, but this kid is definitely worth it. And I say kid lightly because he's older than me, but definitely worth it. And this guy's actually pretty good too. He's got really good outside shooting, but I'm gonna see if I can dump him real quick. If I can, maybe for a second round pick or something. I can get him for Andre Bargnani straight up, huh? That's funny. First round pick, Cavaliers for the Kings first round pick. Wow, I can get him for Jazz first round picks flat out. The Jazz have to be good because they wouldn't just give up a player like that, for no reason. They wouldn't give up a draft pick for no reason. I'm gonna look at the Jazz real quick. Alright, so they got Derek Favors. Meh. They're okay. They're not great, but they're okay. So he's not going to be happy being a role player, even though he kind of is already a role player. Huh. I don't need him. That's the only thing that's bothering me. And if I do get rid of him, I still have Washburn, who's solid. I wouldn't have an outside shooting power forward, but that's really not what I look for in a power forward. Granted, I like an outside shooting power forward, but it's not what I look for. And I've only got him for 1 year, so maybe... What am I doing? I'm good in terms of first round picks. I still got first round pick from the Warriors this year, and I got the Bobcats pick, so I don't need the Jazz's pick, so I'm going to keep him just to have some flexibility on this team.